Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. So in front of us, we have the 2023 Chevrolet Colorado ZR2, finished off in Harvest Bronze Metallic. The MSRP is just over $51,000. So we have the top trim level for the Colorado, and we have a lot of awesome goodies and features to go over. But let's start off with what powers the ZR2. This is the 2.7 liter high output inline 4-cylinder paired to the 8-speed automatic transmission. Pumps out 310 horsepower, 430 pound-feet of torque. It is rear-wheel drive with the 4-wheel drive system. Weighs in just under 5,000 pounds. 0 to 60 is 7.5 seconds. And as far as fuel economy goes, you're looking right around 17 in the city, 19 out on the highway. Now, as we work our way to the exterior styling for this ZR2, let's start off with the flow tie Chevy bow tie right in the center. It's lined in red with the chrome exterior here, and then you get a little bit more airflow, matches the ZR2 badge. Plenty more cutouts up front to provide a lot more cooling. This has LED headlights and DRLs. Turn signals are right in the middle there, thin design, which matches nicely with that upper section. And then in the lower section, this gets fog lights, red tow hooks, skid plate up underneath, and then we have a very good approach angle with the cutout in this section of the bumper. Nothing new from Chevy, but it's definitely helpful. You see a lot of that tire, part of that suspension too. So it definitely gives you those off-roading dimensions that you need. Now up top, we have matte black for the hood bulge, helps with glare from the driver's side and gives it a cool look from the outside. Now working our way to the side, we have a set of 17-inch wheels wrapped in a 33-inch tire. This has a lift kit, roughly 2 to 3 inches, definitely significantly more noticeable than the outgoing ZR2. Fender flares are plastic with a nice bulge to them. The rock sliders are down below to give you the added protection, gloss black for the side mirror caps. And the ZR2 only comes in this configuration, quad cab with the short bed. Really nice lines that run down it too. We'll take a quick look at that rear suspension. Definitely suited for off-roading and situations like that. ZR2 badge, side exit exhaust are also on the side. Now Chevrolet is stamped right through the middle. We have the backup camera, gloss black for the bumper there with all these sensors, and it can tow right around 6,000 pounds, which is a little bit shy of other models, but that suspension does hinder towing, but it gives you more added off-roading features. Now this also has remote start, so we'll lock it, double tap this button, and then when you're ready, hold on that button, and that's how you can shut the vehicle off. Now you do have to unlock it for the power handle on the back of the liftgate there, and we have that easy open. Now what's really cool about this tailgate is we have the ruler. We also have additional space. So simply push on both of these to unlock them, and check out that use of space in the tailgate where you can place some items. You have some attachments that you can put there, which is really cool to see. Full spray and bed liner, tons of tie-down hooks, even a 3-prong, and a lightweight tailgate. I've owned a mid-size truck, very usable for this size, so it's nice to see that. And for the rear, pretty nice color for this interior, good contrast against the exterior. Yellow stitching, window control, release, a little bit of storage down below. And then check out these seats, which also have a really cool feature. Simply lift these up, you can lock them into place. Now you have a little bit more added storage or hidden storage, and then you can easily release those. No storage behind the seats, so you get that storage down below. And at 5'10", I gotta jump up in here. It's a pretty tall truck. We have storage pockets, air vents, auxiliaries, 3-prong, and then even a drink and a phone holder there. Surprisingly, I have a good bit of head room too, about an inch and a half or so. And then we have the armrest with cup holders and the manual sliding rear glass. Plenty of visibility for the size of this too. And up front, same design as in the rear. We have memory seating adjustments though. All of the window controls, side mirror adjustments, and then some storage, of course. Really nice design for these heated and ventilated seats, which are automatic. So all of those are down on the side. You can use that rock slider as an additional step if you need a little bit more help. Well, let's fire this up. We have the leather steering wheel with cruise distance pacing on that left side. Right side, you get the heated steering wheel, voice commands, music, And then you even have a few different screens in the gauge cluster that you can go through depending on what you like to see. So as you just saw, that was the navigation. We have an off-road setting to monitor. You have more of a calm screen. And then you can look at this one with music and tire pressure, and you're back to this screen here. You don't have too much that you can go through aside from that. Your shortcuts on the steering wheel are for your phone and your music, but it's nice that you have those. Volume and tuning are also on the back side. There's a trailer braking system with your dimmer switch, one air vent, and then with this screen in the middle, you have your high beams, your fog lights, a few other controls that you can go into as well. Lights, which you can activate, so you can go through all of that too, which is nice. And then if you go all the way back, you can go into your phone when you have that paired, even go into a few off-roading tabs. So you have Baja, terrain, and then overlanding, just to see some different information depending on what you're doing. There's also music, and then home for all of these icons. So you can scroll through these as needed, which is really nice. So it's definitely easy and quick to go through that. Heated and ventilated seats, like I mentioned, where you like the air to go, fan speed, everything like that. We have the temperature dials on both sides, 2 air vents below that. Now this also has lockers. So we have a rear locker. You can do front and rear at the same time. Engine start stop, hazards, lane keeping assist. You have a auxiliary button, so you can send power to the one in the bed and put all 4 windows down with the push of one button. Wireless charging and some more auxiliaries. If we put this into reverse, there's your backup camera. We have drive and a low range. Now in the low range, you can actually shift plus and minus. So if you're towing or off-road, you can easily do that. And then we have the selector for 2 high, 4 low, 4 high, and auto, as well as the different driving modes, which will appear on the infotainment system. So you can easily scroll through these, just depending on what you're doing for the day. E-brake is behind that, 2 cup holders with a little bit of storage. You have a removable tray right in the middle, and then plenty of space in that glove box. Sunroof has the manual adjusting sunshade with the controls for the sunroof itself. And then you have a good bit of visibility over both shoulders. Let's get this ZR2 though out on the road. And with a mild acceleration, here we go. And we're up to speed just like that with a mild acceleration. Now the only thing that I don't like about the new engine is the exhaust note. It's not quite as beefy, of course, as some of the outgoing engines, but you could throw on an aftermarket exhaust, make it sound a little bit more beefy. Not a huge deal, just a personal preference. But I am getting a midsize truck that has a similar engine, so stay tuned for that and see what I do to improve that sound. But for everyday daily driving, super comfortable, really not an annoyance at all. But now that we're behind the wheel of the $50,000 ZR2, we have that badge over there. Really cool design. I don't think I pointed out earlier on that airbag cover. But this is a nice truck. It sits very high when you compare it to some other trucks, and I really don't have any complaints with it. It's definitely a good truck, priced very well for the market that it is and the competitors and what's available. It really just boils down to what your personal preference is. But I will say with this ZR2, I think it stepped up the game compared to the TRD off-road, compared to the Pro 4X, even with the Ford Ranger and the Tremor, which I haven't been able to check out yet. This seems to be the best so far as the features that it has. Now, I'm not taking this off the pavement, of course, but it looks like it's going to be extremely capable from the factory as it sits, which I think is a huge plus. Being the ZR2, being a truck to go off-road, you can take this and you really don't even have to do anything. Maybe do a rear bumper just to get a little bit better of a departure angle. But aside from that, it's built for off-road, it's built to daily drive. It's a really good blend of both. That's going to wrap it up though for this 2023 Chevrolet Colorado ZR2. Once again, huge shout out to Randy Marion Chevrolet for providing this midsize truck for me today. Check out their website, link down below. Give the video a huge thumbs up. Consider smashing that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.